And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye? Speck is a small mark. Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Imagine a plank coming out of your eye, a wooden beam coming out of your eye, and you wanting to remove the speck in the other person's eye. Jesus was very visual in this example, wasn't he? So he said, resuming, or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite! First remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. It doesn't mean you can't help the other improve. Husband and wife fight because they want to improve the other. Christiane, she would be demanding things that I wasn't doing because she wanted me to be a better husband. But she would do that in the worst possible way. Usually the spouses do this in the worst possible way. They make the person to feel inadequate, not good enough. Am I right? But what moves us is that we want this person to get better. So Jesus is not stopping us from helping to remove the speck from the other's eye. But what does he tell us to do first? We should work first on the bigger problem in our eyes. There's a wooden beam coming out of it, so let's deal with this operation here. It will be challenging, right? That's what he's talking about, and that's what we need, you need, and I know that this is not new news, this is a wisdom everybody is aware of, but usually they don't practice it in marriage, because we insist on changing the one who we cannot change. We insist on changing the other. Every time you try to change the other person, usually will be received in a defensive way and later offensive as well. The person will reply with your mistakes, and this tennis table match will not stop. So we speak on the Bulletproof Marriage book that the first step for the person, the couple, to get it right is to raise the white flag. When two countries are fighting, now there's Ukraine and Russia, if they want to make peace, what will be the first thing they'll have to do? To raise the white flag and the ceasefire. What does it mean practically? To stop the fight. In other words, if you really want peace, so stop on attacking me. It's the first step. So it's a gesture of trust. It's a vow of trust that you give into each other. You stop on attacking the other person, because as long as you are attacking, you are provoking to be attacked. So there's no point of you keep on saying it's because of you and because of you and this and that. Don't do this. If you want to change your marriage, first thing, raise the white flag. Stop attacking. But my husband is not here to listen to this, so I will be the only one being attacked. Yeah, but it works in the same way. Be certain of this. It works, because when Christiane gave me the ceasefire, when she stopped on attacking me, when she stopped, I started to miss it. Not the irritation, but her attention. And I started to ask myself, what is happening? So the ceasefire, she said, gave me a breather for me to stop as well. Because let us tell the truth. Do you think your spouse haven't heard your complaints? Don't they know your complaints already? Does she complain about you a little? Don't you think that he knows it? So many times you spoke, and doesn't she know how many times you spoke? It's all in here. But the pride does not allow us to give the reason to our partner because we're being attacked. When we change, we want the other to think, I changed because I wanted to change. Yes or no? That's the truth. We changed because the other was right and pointed out our mistake, but we only change when we want to change. But the other pointed out the mistake. So for you to have this moment of reflection, you must stop attacking and then to stop being attacked. It's the first step that Jesus spoke. Focus on your plank and then later you take care of the speck of the other.
When Jesus said this, in other words, this is the only way that you have the authority to help the other. Because while you have your mistakes, you don't have the authority to speak about the other. You don't have the authority. So when you speak, you're always pointing out the mistake of the other person, but you forget about you and it adds up to the same thing. So I remember a person that asked for an advice and she was just speaking about her husband. And she said, I know that I have my mistakes. And when the person thinks like this, she says, I know that I'm not perfect. Okay, so stop there and focus on your mistakes. No, but him, Chris, he is like this, he is like that. I don't want to know about him. You told me that you have mistakes. So focus on your mistakes. But no one is perfect. Indeed, but you have mistakes, and your mistakes are contributing for your husband's mistake.
Ask God to show you where you want to improve. At times not the mistake, is the improvement. At times you don't get it wrong, but you can improve in a different way that you react to things. And it's important for you to understand that this change, as you are removing the plank from your eye, don't remove the plank of your eye and the other eye looking at the speck from your brother. Don't do this. You have to focus all your energy on you. What do I want to say with this? You raise the white flag, a ceasefire, you stop attacking, this will be a great change. But not only stop attacking, but you remain the same. Let me see if he notices that I'm not fighting anymore. You're still focused on the other. You have to remove the attack and focus where? You have to focus on home, on you. This must keep you busy. Your change must keep you busy. You'll be so focused on changing, on improving as a person, that you have no time to look at the speck in your brother's eye. Oh, you had a speck? If you need help, here I am. But I'm quite busy with my planks in my own eyes. That's how your action should be. In other words, change not to show to the other that you are changing. It's not change for 2 days and then come to her and say, look, did you see that I changed? Did you see that I'm not cursing you anymore, upsetting you anymore? It's not to do this. It's not to demand that the person noticing that you are changing. No, you have to change for whom? For God, first place, and then you. And if you change for God and for yourself, naturally, you will change for the other person as well, automatically, without being worried about changing for the other person. Is this clear? Focus on this. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.